Good morning, sunshines. Happy new week. It's Monday, and we're going to do our miracle morning together. So thank you guys for joining me. If this is a rewatch, rewatch. Drop a 1 if you're new. All of our friends will kind of just slowly start to join here because I am early today. I don't know if anybody noticed, but last Friday, I just totally didn't do a video. Just completely didn't do it. And so, whoops-a-daisies, my fault. I don't know, I came back to do it. And then time just passed, and then all of a sudden I had a meeting, and then it was the afternoon, and I was like, I don't know what just happened. I sure enough just skipped my videos. So surprise, we didn't have one on Friday. Good morning, Sarah. How are you? Thank you for joining. You guys, mostly every single weekday, except for apparently when I just don't do it. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Victoria. We do our miracle morning together, and a lot of you guys are learning to practice positivity, just a positive attitude, a bright outlook on life, going after more success, all of those things wrapped in one in a setting like this, because you just might not have the time to do it on your own at home. So that's what we're doing here. Each day we start off by saying, good morning, sunshine. So say your good morning, sunshine, of course. And then outside of that, what we want to do is share one of our gratitudes. So this morning, I am grateful. Well, I already have somebody coming in. We're not even open yet, but I am grateful that we have somebody coming in already and we're not even open yet. I'm also grateful, that's why I'm doing this at the same time. I'm grateful for my run this morning. It was rainy out, and I love the rain, guys. If you know me, time out just that much, it's fine. If you know me, you know that just if it's raining, that's when I want to run outside and play in it. So I got to go on a 3.5 mile. I felt great. Drizzly run. It was awesome. But you guys know what I'm super thankful for. Yesterday was Father's Day. I had an awesome Father's Day with my dad for lunch. And then I came home. Morning, I'm doing my live video because you are so on time, on point. So you're just going to be on it. No, he says. But I am starting your water for your pom-pom. So we're doing both at the same time. It's perfect. And you can just participate or listen. Okay. Not participating over here. Morning, Amy. So another thing that I'm grateful for is Father's Day, of course. And when I came home from my lunch, my mom and dad, my stepdad, had surprised me with a visit from South Dakota, just out of nowhere. I kind of had an idea because I talked to him earlier that day, but it was such a cool surprise. So much just gratitude to be able to spend extra time with them. So you guys, gratitude for the loved ones that are in your life that are there, because not everybody's going to always be there. So practice your gratitude. Tell me anything that you're grateful for today. And then on Mondays, we focus on our silence. So just share with me the last time you got quiet. You let yourself just think, whether that was, maybe it's showering. That's the only time you have, right? Your bathroom time, sometimes that's people's only quiet time. For me, it was out on my run this morning. That's where I really get to get into my mind. I really get to start thinking. I really get to be with my own thoughts to explore what I'm going after. So what was your quiet time lately? Share that. And then today what we're going to do is quickly talk about a real life experience for our subject of the day, because we talk about and we practice all the time our thoughts on here, but then I like when a real life experience happens to me, because we actually get to practice it together. And it's so fun, right? When you all of a sudden find out that your insurance is 0 when it comes to maternity, and you happen to be pregnant and you're over 35. It's so terrific, you guys. By the way, I look like this because of my run in the rain, so don't make fun of me. Megan, are you making fun of me? Don't make fun of me. I'm gonna let you guys put down something you're grateful for real quick while I grab my blender. So one thing that you're grateful for, I need to know, because I didn't see Megan, Kara, Crystal, Kat. Did you guys write something? And a good morning, sunshine. This is participation. I have to bug you guys every once in a while to remind you we participate every time. So I'm going to give you a moment to think about it. Say something you're grateful for. Yep. And maybe if you got silent lately. And then Gabe, do you know what flavor you're getting today?
Let's go old school, over the moon.
Old school, over the moon. I can do that for sure. These guys are like, are you really just going to stop talking to me? Yeah, and you're all still on there because maybe you're thinking, but nobody's written anything yet. So I'm still actually waiting. Or maybe you wrote something and I don't get to see it yet. No? Yes? No? Couple of you? Something you're thankful for? Gabe, tell me one thing you're thankful for where these guys are thinking. Your face isn't on there.
A life.
Thankful for your life?
Yeah.
Okay, why do I never say I'm thankful for my life? That is the best thankful ever. That, if you can't think of one, you guys, take Gabe's. He's thankful for his life. I think that's a pretty cool gig to be alive. So, way to go, Gabe. You win a prize. I don't know what it is, but you win.
Appreciate.
Okay, so let's just talk about me for a second. This is what we do in the mornings. I don't know if you ever watch this, but it's ridiculous. I just got that. So I found out, you know, whatever, it was like 2 weeks when we found out we were pregnant, 2 weeks ago, and I have private insurance because I'm self-employed. John's got his own insurance. Of course, they don't want to insure your family, right? Because it costs $1 million. And wait for it. I'm still here, but I'm not there, guys. They're gonna know that I'm there. Here I am. You guys are all still just on here. I absolutely love it. Like, more of you are joining. Like, is she actually even doing a video, or is she just running around? So I found out, I called my insurance agent right away because this isn't a situation I'm used to, and it's a different type of insurance, and I said, I just want to make sure that I'm covered. We talked about it. We're like, well, you know, you've already met your deductibles, seeing as how you've had a surgery, your son's had a hospital visit, you've had, like, I've had quite a few. My daughter has, like, an injury that she's going for repetitively. So I've had quite a few things that I've been to the doctor for. So we're thinking, I'm going to be covered, right? Like, this is no problem. She calls me back while I'm in my first appointment at the OBG and says, by the way, bad news, you don't have any coverage. Like, not like partial coverage, but like no maternity coverage is what I have. So this is when, like, life is like that oh shit moment where you're like, okay, like, now what do we do? What's our reaction when something like that happens? And I know that there's way worse oh shit moments, of course, but you guys, your oh shit moment is your oh shit moment. Like, it doesn't matter how big or how small, like, it still is something that you have to consider. You guys, I'm gonna blend this shake. You guys are gonna write something that you're thankful for, and if you have suggestions about insurance, write that real quick. Because that's really loud. They're fine. They appreciate the idiocy that is me. I'm sure of it. I'm positive. That blender's happy. Okay, so nobody's still sharing their gratitudes. That's fine. Okay, so this is what I find out. That no, I'm absolutely not insured. Bam. There you go. Cram pom bomb.
It's not cinnamon pom bomb?
No, it's cram pom bomb, guys. I actually made it right. Sometimes I just do whatever I want, and I make things the way that I want, not the way my customer wants. So this is what I do. First, I'm kind of like, oh, like, I really like say, oh shit. Like, I don't know, like, what does one do when they don't have insurance? What is it like? And right away, I go into discovery mode. So I was gonna call this like discovery, decision, action, like, because that's what happens, right? So it's well, there's nothing that I can do. Like, being pissed about it's not gonna do any good, right? Like, complaining about it to everyone, freaking out about it's not gonna do any good. Being super stressed, which, like, I did get like the panic in my belly at first. Like, okay, I am a little bit stressed about this. That's not gonna do any good. That's just gonna make me feel sick. That's not good for the baby. That's not good for anything, right? So that can't be my reaction. Although I give myself, like, some people say 5 minutes. I have heard other people say like 5 seconds. Like, be frustrated for a couple minutes and then move on, because that's what choice you have is to move on. So I get for a second, and then I wanted to go more. Guys, you're still totally just hanging out with me. Did you go to the park? Just like checking around. I'm still waiting for you to write something you're thankful for. Every single one of you. You guys are on it. Yes. Okay, so after this point, I have to take action. That is my option, because that's the only option that I have. So number one, I need to figure out, with my lack of insurance, what do I pay out of pocket if I can't get any other insurance? So you start calling doctors, you call the hospital, you get price quotes. I assessed that it would approximately, with a clean delivery, be about $15,000, right? I mean, people are like, well, why don't you just deliver the baby at home? I'm not doing that. Like, that doesn't feel as safe to me. And I know other people that have done it, and they've had incredible success. Just not my gig. I could have the fire department come and deliver a baby. Apparently, the fire department just has to deliver a baby. Like, I'm not going to do that either. That's not their job. That's not really what I want. I want to be with a doctor. I don't know. Once again, just me, right? I could see if I can get other insurance, right? Which I am doing. That's one of my research modes. Yes. See, that's cinnamony. I put a lot of cinnamon in, but it's not like cinnamon enough. I could do that, but I'm not really sure what the answer is there. So we've started, here's the 2 actions that we've done, okay? So we've looked at our current insurance, and we've assessed that the approximate cost is about $15,000 out of pocket if nothing goes wrong, okay? Maybe there's something that they can help me with. If something does go wrong, I might get some sort of insurance benefits. So now I need to figure out what that would be. So I'm taking action is what I'm doing, right? And then the second piece is that we looked through John's work. We can't get added on. Open enrollment was in April, so now I can't have that. So now we can see, is there other insurance that we can actually get? And then if there's other insurance, what's the cost when you're already pregnant? And after you assess that, then I can see if that's going to cost less than or more than $15,000, or if something goes wrong, what other thing would I do? So this is my reaction. You guys, I'm actually like paying attention to you, but I'm also writing my email address. This is my reaction. Instead of stressing about it, I just need to find a solution, because freaking out for the next 7 months about it isn't where I want to be, right? Plus, I've kind of set myself up to create a job where I can create the type of income that I want. I'm trying to remember my password here. So after I figured out those things, and today I have my rest of my insurance to figure out, then the next step is if this is the case, then I need to make $15,000 extra. Like, that's what I need to do. I don't really want to pull that out of savings. I don't, like, we have like a financial like plan that we're on, so that doesn't seem like the right thing to do. I'd rather just make extra amount up to that so that I could be like covered. So now I'm creating an action to do that, one, and to like also make sure that I'm the most responsible that I can about I am being the most responsible that I can be about this. So when real life situations happen for you, bam, whatever real life situation's happening for Gabe over here, you guys, sometimes it's not ideal. Sometimes you're not like, oh, I'm super stoked that I have an extra potential bill of this if things go right? But what else are you going to do in those situations except for discover what can you actually take control of? Because some of this I just don't have control of. Like, there's no insurance on there. I can't switch that. That's what it is. So I take control of what I can. I do the research. I do the discovery. I'm taking action, and then providing whatever action I need to actually create after that. I'm going to just get to freaking work. And that means for me, you're good.
Good.
You're the best. Did you guys want to say bye to Gabe? Everybody says, bye, Gabe. They're not writing anything, or my internet's not working. One of the two. Maybe they're writing stuff.
Probably. I heard Megan. Bye, Megan.
Bye, Megan. He's saying, Gabe misses you, Megan, so can't wait to see you. Thank you. You're a delight. So you guys, with the real life situation, and sorry, I'm so scatterbrained today, but for some reason you guys were hanging on tight. When stuff like this happens to you, you have to figure out what you're going to, thank you so much, have a good day. You have to figure out what world do you want to live in? Do you want to live in a world of stress and fear and anxiety and the what ifs? Or because that does nothing for me. None of that does any good for me. That only just makes me feel sicker and just more irritated and why me? Oh my gosh, why wasn't that insurance coverage on there? I can't believe it. Why did I do this? Why? I could be pissed about all sorts of things in this situation, at myself, at others, at the situation, but that's not going to get anybody anywhere at all. That's not going to do anything. So instead, I'm going to work super hard at helping other people get healthy, at helping other coaches that are earning money, expand my business, grow. I have a feeling that what this does is it creates a catalyst for a change. When you guys have some situations that are so it's just not right, it just feels like you're being challenged, right? Like a duel, then that's where the growth comes from. And I was talking to a friend last weekend, and she's like, this is where you're going to have growth in your business. And I answered back, I was like, we've already thought about that. It's absolutely true. This is where I'm going to see that I put in that extra amount of dedication, the extra amount of work. I've done 18-hour days before and loved it before. So I can put in the time, the energy, the focus, just to make this a moot point regardless. So that's my reaction to a real situation, you guys. This is real life of what we practice every single day. When we go through some of these things, I encourage you to think about it afterwards so that you can bring it into your life, pull it into your life so you can practice it when life happens to you. Because you might be listening to this and be like, Cal, there's no life happening to me right now. Everything's good, it's kosher, it's great, it's grand. Awesome. maybe you can support somebody else that's having life happen to them, right? Maybe you can just support them in mindset, if even that, maybe just like sharing something, maybe not this video because I'm a spaz, but like something that might relate to what they're going through. And then when it does occur, when it does hit you, that's when you want to just really like take it in and figure out what I get to choose. Like I get to choose how I react to the situation and make the decision of how to move forward. So I'm getting some of your faces and stuff right now, and I think that all of your guys' quotes go to a different spot. Facebook changes all of the time, so I didn't see anybody that joined over the last 10 minutes or any single one of your quotes. And I think like some of you are even like giving me suggestions, which also that works too, like asking for support. Like, do you guys know anything else that you can do? Are there any other options? So I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for joining me this beautiful Monday. Sorry I missed you on Friday. Missed the heck out of you this weekend. Happy Father's Day to all those fathers that are watching, or those mothers that have fathers, or those people that have fathers, or those mothers that are married to fathers of their kids. All y'all, happy Father's Day, and have a beautiful, beautiful Monday. I love the dreary weather, so go out and play in it just a bit. Thanks, guys. Bye.